In this video, I'm going to walk you guys through a pre-buyer inspection I performed for an Australian importer who was looking to import some low mileage GC8s. And specifically, I'm going to take a close look at all the spots where rust typically forms on these GC8 bodies, and I'm going to show you guys where some of the wear and tear items on the interior can be used to verify the mileage of the vehicle. Thanks a lot for checking out the video, guys. I really appreciate it. My name's Luke, and you guys are watching the SubaruONLY channel. All right, guys, we're looking at this 95L. It's red. I've looked it over in detail, and I'll take a video of all the undercarriage and all the common rust areas so you guys can get a good idea of the condition of this car. I have all the, as you can see, all the doors and the trunk lid open so you can see the condition underneath, and in the kind of the gutters right here. That's what's really important, to see the rust area. So as you can see, it's a little dusty in the rain gutters right here, but there's definitely zero rust on this car. I've looked it over really closely, and I also have the Carfax for the car. The car has 4 owners over it, over the life of the car. The Carfax documents the sale of the car, the mileage of each transfer of ownership of the car, and it documents that the most recent mileage of the car at about 63,000 miles is accurate. So this car is definitely a 63,000 mile car. And I'm giving you some shots underneath the doors here. And then here's the kick panels. Kick panels don't have any damage as far as jacks and people just kind of damaging from lifting the cars. Another common area that we've talked about is the rust right here in the rear quarter panels, especially where these little plastic trim pieces are. And there's no rust on this one at all. It's very, very clean, so that's great. I've looked underneath the wheel wells as well, and there's very minimal, if no rust whatsoever on the wheel wells, also minimal damage. Let me get underneath here on the passenger side, and you kind of see underneath the car. See that undercarriage spray is in good condition. No rust and no damage, no dents. The lip right here has very little damage or no damage whatsoever. A little body molding lip. All right, moving over. You can see the sill plates right here, carpet. Here's the door jamb. Looking around, the rubber is in good condition. I've looked at the rear quarter windows very closely, and the rubber seals on the rear quarter windows, and these look definitely appropriate for 63,000 miles. They're in good condition. All the rubber is in very, very good condition. No major rips that I've seen anywhere. No damage to the plastic, rubber, or any of the seals. Doors close nicely for a low mileage car. This is Impreza L, so these mirrors have been painted. The RS hood was added and painted, and I'll mention that the paint job looks to be a high quality paint job from a professional shop. Here's the front of the car. It also has the fog lights and the RS bumper, of course, like I said. Also painted, and it's a professional paint job. Engine is fairly clean, although there's definitely a valve tick on the driver's side. 1.8 liter, fires right up and runs fine. I'll give some better shots here of the firewall area. You can see kind of here in the gaps down behind. There's no rust, a little bit of dust and dirt, but no rust, no damage. Move all the way around here in the engine compartment so you can kind of see. Looking at the radiator core support, no damage to the core support. I also looked at the vehicle history as far as accidents, and it shows that there's no accidents to this vehicle. Move over to the driver's side now. Here's the seal for the driver's side. It's in good condition. The main seal and the rubber. Moving over to the driver's seal here, you can see there's no tears in the seal, especially in the corners right here where it's common for the tears to develop. And then right here in the door jamb area, also no rust. It's clearly a low mileage car, in my opinion, and it's in really good condition. Moving over to the instrument cluster, I know this is less of a concern, but the instrument cluster just has very minimal scratches. The dash has minimal scratches. The buttons and the white paint on the buttons indicate that this is a low mileage car as well. Kind of reinforce that and confirm that. Moving over to the seats, the seat padding and the amount of crush, or the amount of wear on the seats, is also consistent with a low mileage car. These seats are in very good condition. and the padding and the bolstering on the sides of the seats still look relatively new. Moving over to the trunk area. One thing I failed to mention on the trunk is that this trunk did have a wing installed. I would say this is the most damage anywhere on the vehicle. And the aftermarket wing that was installed was done in a unprofessional way, and it has a little bit of damage here to the underside of the boot, or the rear trunk lid. But as I bring it down, you'll see the only thing that remains on the top is these holes. The rest of the trunk lid is actually, make sure there's no keys in there. The rest of the trunk lid's in good condition. Just has, actually there's a dent right here, and has those holes from that aftermarket wing that was installed. As far as the dents and dings and scratches, I'll kind of highlight those. There's one right here. It's minor. It's about 3 inches at the max. Moving around here, a couple little scratches like this one right here, very minor. It's less than about 1 inch, and it's minor, not deep. Let's see, moving along here, looking for some scratches. There's another little scratch right here. Minor scratch, about 1.5 inches, and this one actually does compress the metal just slightly, so might need a little bit of body work on that one. Looking around here for more scratches and dings. On the driver's front fender, there's one little paint chip right here. You get that in the sun. Pretty minor. Also mention closing the door here so you can listen. Nice solid door close. A little bit of clear coat has faded on the roof line, which is normal for mileage, a car with this mileage. Overall, the roof, actually, I'd say 80% of the roof has good clear coat on it. But right in this section right here, the clear coat has started to fade just slightly, which is an indication and also verifies the mileage of the car, I'd say. Original paint for most of the car. Obviously, the hood was repainted, the side view mirrors were repainted, the front bumper was repainted, and it might have been blended with a little clear on the fenders. We'll do a little bit more on this side. Actually, I didn't get the underside. On this driver's side, so let me give you guys a little more. Here's the underside of the driver's side. As you can see, it's in very good condition. You can see the bolts and the diff cover right there are very pretty clean. Also indicative of low miles. And I'll move over beside the sill plate here on the driver's side. And you can see here, very good condition. And very little rust. Virtually no rust at all under this car. All right, guys. I think that's it for a video on this car. That's about 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's talk after you guys review the video. This buyer and I have talked about the price, and we have a price that the buyer's willing to accept, and the car will be held for me and for you guys for the next day or two. All right, guys, I hope you found that video interesting and informative. If you guys have any questions or comments, please go ahead and leave the comments below. Or if you want to send me an email, you can email me at SubaruONLYshop@gmail.com. Additionally, if you guys do maintenance on your Subarus, I actually have a website at SubaruONLY.com where I have all the factory service manuals from the early 90s to the 2020s. And I have additional technical reference guides that Subaru put out over the years. So if you guys do any maintenance on your vehicle, make sure you check out that website. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up here for today. Thanks so much for checking out the video. I really appreciate it. My name's Luke. You're watching the Subaru Only channel. Until next time, guys. Later.